Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Jake here. Hope everybody's having a great day out there today. It's here. It's time for Oscar picks and predictions, who I think is going to win and who I want to win in every category. I've watched pretty much everything that I want to, or I think I need to. So let's not waste any more time. You know what this is. You know what we're doing. Let's jump into it. Let's start with Best Picture. Best Picture seemed to kind of be a two-horse race for a majority of the season, but over the past couple of weeks, it really has been locked up in favor of Everything Everywhere All at Once. And to be honest, I really don't see anything else winning here. There's just no possible way. Everything Everywhere All at Once has now won PGA, DGA, has won 4 SAG awards, and took WGA on Sunday. And so at this point, there's just no way you can bet against it. Really, the only major things that it's lost has been Golden Globes, which went to The Banshees of Inisherin, which was at the very beginning of the season, and the BAFTAs, which went with All Quiet on the Western Front, which that movie got nominated for 15 awards, so you can kind of understand where they were at with that one. And so, to me, it's really obvious. It's really not even close. And that's just a really exciting Best Picture win. Like, it's just, I think when we look back on this year of movies, like, this is just going to be the landmark movie. This is going to be the movie we come back to and think, wow, that was innovative and creative, and that was just the movie that really captured like what movies were capable of doing. And so I'm really excited about that. My personal pick is also going to be Everything Everywhere All at Once. I know I said in my Best Picture ranking that Banshees of Inisherin was at number 1, but man, Everything Everywhere All at Once is just so good. And listening to the soundtrack for my Best Original Score nominees video, like, it really made it clear that Everything Everywhere All at Once was my true favorite. I was just reminded of all the emotion, of how rich and deep that film is. It's just so much fun. There's so much it has to offer. And so, yeah, it's my favorite in the category. I want it to win. I can't wait for it to win. It's going to be a fun night. Next up, Best Director, another kind of no-brainer. I think it's going to be the Daniels for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Similar to Best Picture, it's just kind of won a lot of things. Recently, the only thing it's kind of lost is BAFTA, where Edward Berger won for All Quiet on the Western Front, but he is not even nominated here, so that's not even something we can take into account. BAFTAs were really weird this year. That's going to be a theme. But yeah, the Daniels won DGA. They won Critics' Choice. Like, they won, yeah, they won all the things. And so there's no good enough reason to pick anybody else for my prediction. I just think the Daniels are going to win it. My desired pick is also going to be the Daniels for the Banshees of Inisherin. I loved that movie. I think it's such an achievement what they were able to do with that film. How they were able to bring this huge story to life to the screen. It's just so unique, so creative, and really, I don't know if any other directors out there could have done it. Kicking off the acting categories, we have lead actress, one of the most interesting races of the evening. I have no idea what they're going to go with. Cate Blanchett versus Michelle Yeoh. This is such an exciting battle. It's such an amazing race. I'm really excited to see what the Oscars go with. I think they are going to go with Michelle Yeoh. If there's anything I learned from last year's Oscars, it is that momentum is more important than stats. Like, 100% momentum is the most important thing. And right now, Everything Everywhere has all of the momentum in the world. Michelle Yeoh winning at SAG, having multiple people shout her out at the SAG Awards. People are seeing her. People are getting to see the Everything Everywhere crew a lot between PGA, DGA, SAG, and WGA. They're getting to see the crew a lot, and they're making amazing speeches, and everybody loves them. Everybody loves the movie. And so right now, there's just no way that I can go against Michelle Yeoh. I think right now her momentum is so strong and she's such a powerful force, which is weird because Cate Blanchett was like a really early front runner, and it was like, oh, I guess she's winning. And then Michelle Yeoh wins SAG and has multiple people shout her out, and it seems like the tide has turned in her favor. And so I'm picking Michelle Yeoh for my prediction. And Michelle Yeoh is also my pick as well. I love Cate Blanchett. Actually, probably 2 months ago, I probably would have said Cate Blanchett was my pick. But I, again, I think Michelle Yeoh is just so strong in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I think what she does is incredible, and it's just so unique, and I've never really seen a performance like that. But she brings so much depth, so much emotion to her character, and so much excitement and entertainment. She's so much fun to watch. So yeah, Michelle Yeoh pick and prediction. Next up, lead actor, A Race for the Ages, Brendan Fraser versus Austin Butler. The momentum has kind of gone back and forth over the whole award season. Austin Butler won Golden Globe, Brendan Fraser won Critics' Choice, Austin Butler won BAFTA, and Brendan Fraser won SAG. And so we are kind of up in a toss-up, and it's really hard to see who's winning, who we think is going to win. And right now, again, it's the momentum. I am going to go with Brendan Fraser for my prediction. I just think his momentum is strong. He's making amazing speeches. Everybody loves him. He's campaigning everywhere. And Austin Butler is too. But Brendan Fraser, he's just really been campaigning. And I think a narrative is really something, like, you can't take that too much into account. But his narrative is really strong. His comeback story is just really, really strong. And yeah, he's just such a really lovable guy. You can tell he is just truly shocked at what's happening. And so he's got all the momentum right now. And I think his SAG speech was so freaking good. And so I got to predict him. And Brendan Fraser is also my pick as well. I think he gave the best performance of the year in a lead male performance. And so, I mean, Austin Butler is amazing. He's transformative. But Brendan Fraser, man, just knocked it out of the park. For supporting actress, we have what I think is probably the biggest true toss-up in any of the acting categories, or in pretty much any of the categories, really. You had Angela Bassett doing so well throughout all these awards. She won Golden Globes. She won Critics' Choice. And then all of a sudden, she just vanishes and completely gets skunked after that. Carrie Condon wins the BAFTA. Jamie Lee Curtis wins the SAG. And now we have no idea what is going on. With Angela Bassett losing the 2 industry awards, which are the BAFTA and the SAGs, I really don't think she has a chance winning here. Like, nobody ever really wins the Oscar without winning BAFTA or SAG. Like, you have to have one of those, because those are the industry awards. Those are the ones that industry professionals are voting on, which is who votes on the Oscars. And so I don't think Angela Bassett's going to win. I would have to say Carrie Condon is probably going to win here. With Jamie Lee Curtis winning the SAG, it kind of shows that Angela Bassett really isn't near as strong as we thought she was, because everybody thought Angela Bassett was going to win the SAG, but she didn't. And it wasn't Carrie Condon, it was Jamie Lee Curtis, which is really weird because she didn't win anywhere, not even the Golden Globes, where she's like their darling. And so I think Carrie Condon actually has the upside here. I'm gonna predict Carrie Condon for the win. That's my personal pick. I really want Carrie Condon to win. The second I watched Banshees of Inisherin, I felt like nobody was really talking about Carrie Condon, but I loved her performance in the movie. She was just so good, and so she's my personal pick. She's my prediction. There is also a world where Jamie Lee Curtis just out of nowhere wins this award, because what I'm kind of seeing is that the Oscars could possibly see this moment as, oh, this is our chance to give Jamie Lee Curtis an Oscar. Everybody loves Jamie Lee Curtis in the Academy in Hollywood. And so there is a world where they just name check Jamie Lee Curtis and give her an Oscar because they want to give her an Oscar, which would be wild. And that would elicit a very weird reaction. That'd be a fun reaction, but yeah, I'm going with Carrie Condon. For Best Supporting Actor, Ke Huy Quan has this locked up. This is his award. The BAFTAs were weird. Barry Keoghan did a great job. I'm glad he got some recognition. That's not going to take away from Ke Huy Quan, man. Ke Huy Quan absolutely has this award in the bag. This is his award. This is his night. Let him have it. I'm so excited. This is such a good performance, man. I loved him. My personal pick is actually going to be Brendan Gleeson in The Banshees of Inisherin. I loved that film. I think the subtlety and the nuance that he gives in his performance is really, really interesting and makes for a really fascinating performance. I really love subtle performances. Brendan Gleeson gives a really, really really great one. So that's gonna be my personal pick. Ke Huy Quan, though, very deserving. Love his performance. Excited to see him win. For original screenplay, this has kind of always been Banshees versus Everything Everywhere All at Once. Banshees has won a few places, and it seems like that could still be the winner. It could still be like a screenplay contender, and it seems like the type of movie that would win a screenplay award. But I think the momentum that Everything Everywhere has right now, and I think how much people love that movie, I think it's going to go to Everything Everywhere All at Once. And so that's going to be my prediction. My personal pick is going to be Banshees, though. I really love that script. It is my favorite screenplay of the year. And so it's really, really powerful. It's a really, really great screenplay with really, really sharp writing. And I honestly would love to see Martin McDonagh win an award because he's done some amazing stuff over the past decade and a half or so. And especially with 3 Billboards, they didn't really give him anything. And so I'd love for him to just get something, especially for Banshees of Inisherin, because I think that's his best movie. Adapted screenplay. This is a bit of a weaker year in the adapted screenplay compartment. But my prediction is going to be Women Talking. They just won at WGA after winning a couple of other awards and kind of being the front runner, although we weren't sure if something else was going to take it. But then when it did win WGA this Sunday, it was like, okay, yeah, so Sarah Polley is the front runner. She's probably going to win this award. And Women Talking is my personal pick as well. I loved Women Talking. I loved it a lot more than I thought I would. I knew it was going to be good. And like I said in my Best Picture nominees ranked video, I just couldn't understand the passion for that film until I saw it. And then I saw it and I really fell in love with it. And I think her script is amazing. So congrats, Sarah Polley. Can't wait to see you win your Oscar. Cinematography. First, before we jump into this, let's just never forget that Top Gun Maverick had some of the best cinematography of the year. It deserves to be here. The fact that it wasn't is really sad. And honestly, I'm so embarrassed that I didn't even realize that snub happened until after I uploaded my my nomination reaction video. But I was shocked. I was at work and my jaw hit the floor. So you can imagine that reaction in your head. My prediction is going to be All Quiet on the Western Front. Its win at BAFTA just kind of confirmed that for me, that it's just the one that's going to rise up and take its place. And that's going to be my personal pick as well. I think All Quiet on the Western Front cinematography is gorgeous. I said in my Letterboxd review that every single frame is like a painting I want hung up on my wall because it's so beautiful. It's really well shot, and All Quiet on the Western Front really was a technical marvel this year. Yeah, cinematography, All Quiet, pick and prediction. Costume design, my prediction is going to be Elvis. Elvis, like, you're just making Elvis costumes. Like, how are you not going to win for that? Like, Elvis just seems like it's going to win. It's been winning a lot of places, and so Elvis is going to be my prediction. Black Panther also has a shot of stealing this award. The first Black Panther film did win a few years ago, and so there is a possibility of that somehow sneaking in and winning, but I would say Elvis is my prediction. I really don't have any reason or, proof that that Black Panther could take this award. And so Elvis is going to be my prediction. My personal pick is actually going to be Babylon. I really love the costume design in Babylon, the way it kind of brings 1920s Hollywood back to life. It's just really fun and really exciting. And I love Babylon, and I think more people need to be talking about it. And I think it needs a little bit more love because, people really didn't like this movie. For best editing, Everything Everywhere All at Once has really taken off with the editing award, which is fun because it's deviating from the usual stat, which is the editing and the sound awards usually line up pretty well. However, Everything Everywhere All at Once isn't even a sound nominee this year, and so for it to be winning editing means that the editing is that special and that unique and that exciting. And so the I think the editing award is going to go to Everything Everywhere All at Once. That is also my personal pick. I think it's just the best, most fun, most innovative editing of the year. I think the way it just traverses all these different multiverses is just so fun and so fascinating, and it's so polished and obviously planned out, and it's so thorough. It's just really, really great. Everything Everywhere All at Once is just Everything Everywhere All at Once is just an achievement in editing, and so I'm really glad it's going to win. It's my personal pick. Yeah, very excited. For Best Production Design, congrats, Babylon. You're getting your Oscar. Very happy for you. Even at the BAFTAs, where people thought it could be Elvis or All Quiet on the Western Front that wins production design, Babylon has just swept, and Babylon has just taken everything with production design, and so it's really just become a no-brainer to pick Babylon at this point for my prediction. And Babylon's going to be my personal pick as well. It's a film about excess and extravagance and this like grand epic of 1920s Hollywood, and so I don't see a world where it doesn't win. I just really love what Damien Chazelle brought to this film, the energy, the life, and I think the production design plays a big part of that.
Hi, it's Jake, editing. I forgot another category. Did this with the last one. So let's talk about makeup and hairstyling. Right now, I think Elvis is going to win. That is going to be my prediction. I think there's a world where The Whale could also win, and that would be really telling of Brendan Fraser possibly having a chance of winning. I'm not going to say that the Elvis winning is certainty that Austin Butler will win for Best Actor, but I think if The Whale wins, then I think we might be in for Brendan Fraser winning that acting Oscar. My personal pick is actually the Batman. I think the Batman is the most deserving winner here. I think the makeup that they used to transform Colin Farrell into the Penguin is incredible. Some of the best makeup work I've ever seen. Like, I know the Penguin is played by Colin Farrell, and I still can't see it. It's so hard to see. And so that is what I think deserves to win. That is my personal pick. However, I think Elvis is going to win, and it's fine.
Best Original Score. This is kind of an interesting one. Babylon has won a good number of places, but there's also a good number of places that have gone with other things. But the Critics' Choice went with Tar, and Tar's not even nominated, and Tar was a really weird win anyways. And then the BAFTAs went with All Quiet on the Western Front, which is nominated here. And so there is a world I think All Quiet on the Western Front could win. However, my prediction is going to be Babylon. Again, I think the passion is there for Babylon's score. I think people just really love it and really enjoy it, and it's got that fun, energetic big band feel. And so that's going to be my prediction. My personal pick, if you saw the Best Original Score nominees video, is also going to be Babylon. I love that score. It's just so much fun. It just fits the movie so well. It's just got that energy. It's got that vibe. It's just so much fun. If you want more thoughts on the Best Original Score nominees, you can check out my video on the Best Original Score nominees. I talked about each one and ranked them along the way. For Best Original Song, guys, Naatu Naatu's winning this award, man. Dude, if you had told me before the Golden Globes that Naatu Naatu was not only going to be my prediction, but my personal pick for the Oscar, I would have laughed in your face. I'd have said, A, what are you talking about? I've never heard of this song. But B, it's just not what I would assume that I would pick. But man, it won the Golden Globe, and then I heard it playing, and I was like, this is kind of banging. This is kind of fun. And I listened to the song, and I kid you not, it has been at the top of my on repeat playlist on Spotify for like 2 months now. Like, not even joking. Like, that's where we're at. For Best Sound, I'm going to go with Top Gun Maverick as my prediction. It's kind of just the sound movie to beat, it seems like. I think there's also a world where All Quiet wins this. Top Gun Maverick, I think, is just the movie to beat, and it's hard for me to see a world where All Quiet wins this award without it just doesn't seem like it has that traction. I think Top Gun Maverick is just the easy front runner here, and so that's going to be my prediction. My personal pick is the Batman. I love the sound work on the Batman, specifically with the Batmobile. It's just one of the most fun sounding Batmobiles we've gotten in a while, and I love the sound design on it. So that's going to be my personal pick. However, Top Gun Maverick seems to have this in the bag, so that's going to be my prediction. Best visual effects. This is a no-brainer. Avatar: The Way of Water is just, it's just incredible. And like, I wouldn't want anything else to win this year. I love the Batman. The Batman's my favorite movie of the year. But Avatar: The Way of Water is the best visual effects I've ever seen in my life. Like, it's just so freaking good. So Avatar, pick and prediction. I don't need to spend more time here. You know how good the visual effects are. It's just incredible. Best animated feature. My prediction is going to be Pinocchio. It's won everything. It was also like talked about that it was going to get a couple more nominations. It didn't end up getting those nominations, but I still think Pinocchio is going to win. It's gotten all of the other major precursors, and it's just kind of swept. Now, my personal pick, you would expect me to say Marcel the Shell with Shoes On because that was in my top 10 movies of the year when I uploaded that video. Note that I said when I uploaded that video. See, here's the thing. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and what I've realized is that I freaking love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And the more that I think about it, the more I realize, oh shoot, that's my favorite animated movie of the year. It's just so much fun. I think Marcel the Shell with Shoes On is so wholesome. I'd love for that to win. I love that movie. I think the way it implements stop motion and live action filmmaking is really, really interesting. But Puss in Boots is just the most exciting. It was the most I felt from an animated film this year. I felt the tension. I felt the drama. I felt the action. I felt the comedy. Everything about Puss in Boots: The Last Wish just works. And so that's going to be my personal pick. I really want it to win so bad. I know it's not. Pinocchio's going to win. And it's a worthy winner. It's a really, really great film. But Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was my favorite animated movie of the year. In retrospect. Best documentary feature, Navalny has kind of emerged as the frontrunner. It did win at the BAFTA Awards. And so that's going to be my prediction. My personal pick is going to be Fire of Love. I just thought it was really fascinating. I just loved seeing this couple kind of share their love for each other over their love for volcanoes. It's just so interesting. It's such a fun documentary. It's just really, really great. For Best International Feature, this really isn't terribly close for me. All Quiet, pick and prediction. It's the only foreign film to be in Best Picture this year, so it's an easy prediction. And pick, I'm going to go with All Quiet as well. I really did like EO as well. I thought that was really well done. I loved the direction. I loved the cinematography and the visuals. I really felt something watching it. But I think All Quiet is just the better crafted movie. I think the technical achievement that film is can't go unnoticed. So that's going to be my pick and prediction for international feature. Best animated short, the front runner is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. So that's going to be my prediction. My personal pick is Ice Merchants. If you've not watched Ice Merchants, I highly recommend it. You can find it on YouTube. It's really touching. It's really beautiful, and there's no dialogue, and the way that it just conveys the emotion without dialogue is just really powerful. So Ice Merchants is my personal pick, but I would say The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse is my prediction. For Best Documentary Short Subject, the front runner is The Elephant Whisperers, and so that is going to be my prediction. My personal pick is going to be Haul Out. I think Haul Out is the most well shot. I think Haul Out is just the most engaging and the most interesting, the one that I really felt something watching. And so I think a Haul Out win would be awesome. But I'm going to go with The Elephant Whisperers because it's just the front runner. And with the short films, you just kind of have to go with the front runner. And last but not least, live action short film. The front runner is Les Pupilles. And so that's going to be my prediction. That is also my personal pick as well. I just thought it was really fun. I really liked the Wes Anderson kind of feel of the short. It's just got a lot of charm to it, and it's a lot of fun. I also really liked the Red Suitcase as well. I think the way that short is crafted is really, really interesting. So I think that one's worth watching as well. But I would say Le Pupille is my personal pick for the win, and it's going to be my prediction as well. And there you have it. Those are my final predictions for the Oscars. Let me know what your predictions are down in the comments below, specifically in those acting categories. I'd really love to hear who you think is going to win all of those acting awards. It's going to be a really fun night. I'm really excited to see Everything Everywhere win at least 5 awards. And so, yeah, it's going to be a fun night. Be expecting a reaction video to the winners. I'll have that up as soon as I can. I can't promise when, but I am going to have one up this year. I promise. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you at the Oscars.